I found this photo on the internet, raw file. Let me show you my quick retouching workflow here in Photoshop. Let's jump right into the video. So the photo I found, I went online and I just typed raw portrait picture, yeah, so that I can just practice my retouching. The more you do, the better you become. I don't know where the mark. So this is the photo. There is a photo right here. It's a very nice lady, right? So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I have to open this file. So I'm going to go here and go to open, and I'll go to downloads, and I'll select the file. Okay. So because this is a raw file, if you look at the extension .cr2, that means it was just with a Canon camera. This is how Canon raw files are. That is the reason why it got opened in camera raw first. Okay, if it was a JPEG, I'll show you how it would have opened. It would have opened directly. I'll show you that one when we get there. But if it's a raw file, it will come to camera raw first before we get there. And usually when I do come to this place, all I want to do is, I'm not trying to color grade. I'm not trying to do anything. First thing I'm trying to do is, I'm trying to get the exposure right. All right. So sometimes I'll go to the auto side and just click on auto, and Photoshop will try to do its magic. In this case, the magic is a bad one, right? I don't want to do that. I'll just probably see the contrast. I'll just take the contrast down a little. Yeah, I don't really like. First, I used to like contrasty photos. Thank you, Caesar. And I'll check the highlights. Bring the highlight down just a little bit too. Take my blacks down as well. I mean, your hair has to be black. We don't want your hair to be any other color, right? And in this case, I'll just take my shadows up a little. And when I'm done, I don't click on done. If you click on done, you will not even know what happened. I'll click on open, like so. Okay, the machine is full. I don't know. Yeah, so I click on open. And then now it opens here. If it was a JPEG file, this is where you would have started from, right? Because a raw file, it will start from the camera raw. Right now, my workflow, I start from Lightroom and then I come here, but I mean, I'm just doing one video. All right, I'll show you that workflow later. First thing I do is I duplicate my layer. I run my action, which I'll leave the link in the description below. Make sure you download my action, my retouching action. After that, I do the eye and teeth whitening. I remove blemishes. I color grade, and I export. That is my workflow. Let me show you. So I'll hold the background and drag it into the plus, like so. That means I have duplicated it. I do this because I always want to have the original photo there to come and compare, right? And the moment I get here, I go to my actions panel here. If your actions panel is not here, you can go to Windows and click on actions. It's going to show up this way. And I have my action here, face smoothing. All right, check out this video on how to add this particular action in Photoshop. Check out that video, click on it, watch it, jump back here, and let's go. So I'm going to select my face smoothing like so, and I'll click on action like so, the play sign, and I'll say play. Photoshop will be asking me a few questions. Say, so yes, lower frequency, I'll say yes. Rename this higher frequency, I'll say yes. It's going to say Gaussian blur. What I do with the Gaussian blur is that I want to make it, I'll increase the radius until the thing becomes very blurry, where I can't see the textures too much, but I don't want it to be too blurred out like so. I mean, for Christ's sake, I want to still see the textures, but it's still blurred. Usually roughly around 2.6 is my hotspot, right? I'll choose okay. These actions I created myself. Okay, it's my I just, because I want to work fast, so I created these actions myself. I'm going to go to this one, just select. Okay, if yours came here, what you want to do is that you want to go to, first of all, you want to select the layer that's the lower frequency, because it has already been done. You choose lower frequency, and then the blending mode, you choose add, like so, and then you're going to go to the scale of 2, offset of 1, right? You can always rewatch this video and you keep doing it, but if you have the action and you do it for the first time, it's going to be stuck. And I'll choose okay. It's going to go ahead, it's going to group them. Yeah, I mean, these are just actions, and then it's going to bring a black and white layer. I always recommend a black and white layer if you are starting retouching. I'll I'll not use a black and white layer because um I know my way around, right? And it's going to do a black and white layer like so. Mwah, this is a very pretty lady. And then finally, it's going to select the mixer brush tool here. I'm sure if you've not done retouching before, you probably never used the mixer brush tool. This is what I do. I select this, that's clean the brush after each stroke. I don't want to paint red. When I go to blue, it brings the red into the blue and then it gives me violet. After red, clean the brush. If I come to blue, I only paint blue. And then I'll choose here and say I want clean brush. I want clean brush. My wet 7, my load 75, my mix 90, my flow 100, and then I am good to go. So I'll go and I'll hide the black and white, um, I'll hide it, right? And then I'll come to my navigator. I use my navigator when I'm photo editing, when I'm retouching or photo editing. I use my navigator because I want to see, and when I zoom in, I can just probably move to a particular field in the face and I can work there. So the reason why I use my navigator, right? If you don't have yours there, you can go to Windows and then you go to navigator here and you select it. Well, oops, it's hidden. So I'll go back and select my navigator. If it is not here, you can just, if it came somewhere here, you can just hold the navigator word and drag it up there. I like to have it up there because my screen is not the biggest of screens, so I create space. I don't need my swatches, so I just bring my navigator right there. And now it's time to do the mixing. You want to choose a soft brush, so the hardness should be 0, like that. And then you're going to use the square brackets to increase and decrease our brush. You can use the navigator to move around or hold spacebar to move and click and drag around like so. I'll use the navigator to move around in this case. So I'm going to start with the forehead. Pretty lady. Right. So what you want to do is that you want to mix according to and according from. You mix highlights different, you mix shadows different. I will not go and mix the black with the, you see what's happening? The black is coming into the skin. We don't want that, right? Right. We don't want that. And this is a highlight and this is the shadow. This is the reason why when I began, I was using the black and white layer. So I can tell where the shadows are, where I can tell where the highlights and the midtones are. The black and white allows me to see that. All right. So let's start with that one. I'll turn it off very soon. So I'm going to mix it. I'll not mix. I click and I'm just dragging over that. All right. I'll not mix one place for too long. Otherwise it will become too wet. And with my retouching, I want you to see the textures. I don't want it to be, I don't know whether you applied oil paint. No, no, no. I want you to see I want you to see the pores. All right. All right. You achieve that with this action that you have just installed. So I'm on the lower frequency layer and I'm doing this neatly like so. You see all these places are one, so I'm just doing them together, right? And then I come to the highlights, I do them also alone. I mix them neatly and smoothly. Forget about the blemishes, we'll deal with them later. Now I turn off the black and white, and this is how it looks. If I should go to the group and then click on the group, you can see I'm seeing before and after, right? Yeah, it means we are doing something. I'll decrease my brush and then mix this area and just mix on top of the eye like so, and then I'll mix here too as well. So with the nose, I'll take my time. I'll make it very slim because there's a thin highlight here. I'll mix it like so. I'll mix it like so, and then I'll increase my brush. Mix here, mix here. Right. I'll leave this file in the description so that you can download and also practice with this as well. Am I happy with the work I'm doing so far? Let me see. I thought this photo is so nice. I'm not going to speed this video up. I want to take my time and do it so you can just watch it. If you don't have the time to sit through, I don't know how many, 10 minutes and learn retouching, we are not serious about photography. Because if you know how long it takes to just get a picture to the state at which you want it, you know that it's real work. Okay, so I'm gonna move it. I'll just keep edit. Yeah. And once again, this what I want to do is I want to keep my pause, so I don't want to mix one place for too long, otherwise I'll lose the textures in those areas. We don't want to lose the textures, right? This is a very pretty lady. Right, right, right. Mm, 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 mm. Mix it, mix it. Let's mix it. I'll make this side too. I'll come here. Are you mixing? Mix, mix. Be mixing as I'm mixing, right? And then I'll come just by this side of the nose. I'll blend it nicely. I'll keep mixing. Remember, you mix like you mix. Watch the way the place is, and then you mix. You don't go and mix highlights with midtones. Otherwise, wahala for you, right? And then come to the spots. I'm going to zoom in, hold Alt, and scroll up. I zoom in. Yeah, let me mix the mustache. Go to the eyebrow. We have to tread carefully. Mix it. Let's keep mixing. We are mixing. Let's keep mixing. Let's mix. Sarfo, don't stop. We keep mixing. It's not called mixer brush for no reason. All right. So sometimes you just have to motivate yourself to feel like you are doing good. So you pause. You go to the group, click the icon. There. Say, oh, okay. Then you know that Charlie, you are trying to do something, right? I get back to the jaw, the chin here, because I feel I should mix just a little bit more, just a little more. I mix. I come to the jaw here. I mix. I mix. I mix. I mix. Hey, look, if you have a photographer friend, send this video to the person. And if you are finding any quality so far, like and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Yeah, more coming up. More coming up. So I come back to this area. I mix just a little bit more. Okay, I mix a little bit more. I go to around the eyebrows, which is very crucial because the makeup artist is a very good one. I can see. Please feel free to use the Control Z. Okay, if you feel you mixed wrongly, because you want to come back and just get it right. I think the nose I've done mix around the nose like so. Oof. I'm kind of tired, this is my like how many video I've shot in a day, like 4 or 5. I'm full of energy. Please don't mix the lips. Don't mix the lips. Right, 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 right. Let me mix just around this side, just a little bit more. I feel like I didn't mix this side enough. Okay, that was wrong. That was wrong. Good. And then I come to the neck. Usually around this part, you can see that this part is even not even in focus because the camera is the lens just focused directly on the nose or on the eye. Yeah, the eye. Being a photographer is so sweet. So I just mix it. I mix accordingly. I look at the areas, how bright they are, how dark they are, and then I mix. I keep mixing this part of the chest. I mix it well. I mix it. You look at before and you look at after. You know that the boy is mixing. Reduce my brush and I mix this part even more. Look, you have to practice. When I started with the photography, how can I go and charge someone for a photo when I don't even know? I've not mastered my way around. So it was quite simple for me. I offer free. Then I'll come and sit down, come and take time and use them as case study, edit, find my workflow, and then gradually I got a workflow, and gradually I had a mentor who improved my workflow. Like, bam! If you have a mentor for photography, I can be one. You can put all your questions in the comment section, and then I'll be there to reply you. So this is how the photo looks right now. If you look at if I click on the group icon, before, after, before, after, before, after, before, and after. Yes, we've certainly lost some details in the highlights and then the shadows, but way to go. So up next, I'll collapse my group and I'll go here to the right corner here and choose um, hue saturation, because I want to reduce, I want to make the eyes pop and white. Hey, that's a lovely eye right there. Is that a blue eye or something? So I'll select the hand tool here, and then I'll choose the color I want to desaturate. Oops. You see what just happened? Yeah. It's taking down the color from the whole thing. Oh, solve that one. Just pay attention to the eyes. Forget about the skin. Look at the eyes. Is the eye becoming white? I think this is the sweet spot. And I selected this area right here. I think that's the sweet spot. I hide this. And then I make sure I have the mask selected. I'll do Control I to invert the mask. And then I'll choose my normal brush tool here. You click and hold. Choose your normal brush tool here. And then I'll zoom in on the eye. Like so. And then with white selected. Okay. I'll take my time and I'll brush over the eyes. Yeah. I'm not really, I don't think I'm getting any lucky, but well, I brush over there. I don't want to do any crazy manipulations to this photo where I'll make the eyeballs pop. No. I'm just doing basic retouching. Basic. It's 5 minutes. And your clients will be like, oh my God, he's so good. He's so good. Book him. Book him. Okay, client. I'm not sure a client did that. But, oh my God, he's so good. He's so good. Let me check the teeth. Okay, yeah, I'm not getting lucky there. Right. So let me see the before and after. Before and yep, not so much of a difference, but I'm just showing I'm showing the workflow. So and next thing is I have to start now color grading. So I'm going removing the blemish. So I'm going to hold Control Shift Alt E. Control Shift Alt E to paste everything that I have so far into a new layer. Control Shift. I use my fingers across it that way, then I press them together. I can't use two hands, right? So what I want to do is I'm going to select my spot healing tool and zoom in and start taking away things that I'm not going to remove everything because I'm not looking for a flawless photo. I'm looking for something quite realistic, right? I mean, I know I'm retouching, but I'm still talking about realistic here. So I remove the ones that are very clear and very visible to the eye. I take them out. I want to leave some so that you know that, oh, this photo is human. It's not without imperfections, right? So I just take them out low key. For this one, I'll speed up. I'll speed up. So I'm done taking away all the blemishes. And up next, I'm going to a new layer. I can be doing all this on one layer, but I choose to work in layers so that I can always revert back and continue from and start from maybe if I made a mistake on the way. So Alt Control Shift E again to paste everything on a new layer, and then I go yeah. So I'm going to go to camera raw. You can go to filter, filter camera raw filter. I can just do Control Shift and A. That's my go-to. Like so. Where I'm going to just color grade it. I think this photo looks great, right? So I'm in camera raw. First thing I'll do is not actually. I'll go all the way to the color mixer side. Let me try and color grade this thing. I start with luminance, then I go to hue, then I come to my saturation. So let me see what happens if I play with the yellows. Yeah. So drop the yellow down just a little bit, like so. I don't want it to be too much. Yeah. And then what happens? Other colors. Let me see the blue. Let me see the blue. Let me see the blue. Is it in the eye? Okay, so I want the blue to be bright. Yeah. What about the aqua? Aqua doesn't do anything. What about the magenta? I want it to be a little darker, like so. Awesome. Now let's look at the orange, which is on the skin. Look at the skin, right? So that's where the skin is. She looks like a white lady now, but she isn't. So I'll just take it. I usually will take this one down. I mean, depends on the situation. I can take it down a little bit, you know, or I can bring it up a little bit. I think I'll take it maybe minus plus 6. Yeah. What about the reds? That's the lips. The lips, I'll make it um, I'll make it a little minus 7. Yeah, somewhere so, and then I'll go all the way here. Now I want the red to be very red. You see this looking like yeah, or her skin. So I want the red to be very red. So I'll bring it this way, to minus this way, and then the oranges to look at this. Now it looks like she has jaundice. No, this jaundice, and so um, yeah, I think we have to find our sweet spot. I don't want it to be too jaundicey. So let me find 0, and then I'll just take it minus 3 and leave it right there. And then with the yellows, I mean, look at what happens to the yellows. So I'll just make it minus 4 as well. And then with the blues too, I want it to be aqua. This as well with the magentas. And let's look at before and after, before and after. Not so much, not so much, right? And I'll come to the saturation. See if I can bring the yellows down. Take it down just a little bit. I don't want the yellow to be too saturated like so. Oranges too, I'll bring them down. Yeah. Red, let me say +2. With a blue, give it +6, like so. And then I'll go all the way to my basics. Once again, I'll come to the saturation aspect. I'll give it some vibrance. Look at the vibrance. It's like I'm dying. So give it maybe +10, and then we'll take the saturation down by maybe -3 in this case. Let's look at the before and after. Before and after. I know what you're thinking about, but with my style of photography with my editing, I think I don't want too contrasty photos, right? Photos that are in your face, no. I want photos that are very subtle. Thank you, Caesar. And I come all the way to the contrast. I'll give it contrast +3 in this case. Take the highlights down, bring the shadow up just a little bit more. This before and after. Right. And then I'll take the blacks down just a little bit more too, and I'll click on okay. Now if I had a photo that had a natural background, I would try to create some separation. So I would have made the person warmer and the background cooler, but because the background is just like so, that is all. Up next is the image size. So I go to the image and then I go to image size. Where am I exporting it for? If I'm exporting it for Instagram, I'll first of all crop it. So Instagram is 4:5 aspect ratio. I'll click it and then I'll get my 4:5 aspect ratio like ASAP, like so. Good. When you love some, you see 4:5, and then I'll go to control A. No, let me know your shortcut. Let's go to image and then image size, and then make sure this is the anchor is checked. Let me say 1080. Instagram says they want it to be 1080, so make it 1080 by 1350, like that. It will be better to make Photoshop compress it for you than Instagram do the compression, because you will not love it when Instagram does the compression for you. So here it has been compressed, but you can see, as you can see here, we've still maintained so much of the quality like that. And now I'm ready to export. So I'll go to File, Export as, Control or Shift W if you want it that way, and I'll choose the highest quality, and then I'll export this photo. I'll put it in yeah, I'll just put it here like that. And I'm pretty much done.